What is up? I got a underused battle against HaZard Domo. This was for Mr. PikaWu's tourney, and yeah, it was a pretty cool battle, and I got to use my underused team for once. And yeah, I lead off with my Scarf Scyther, and he leads off with this Hitmontop. And I know I can survive a Fake Out and Sucker Punch combination, and I do survive, which is really nice. And this Hitmontop is going down after I go for the Aerial Ace. So yeah, I get to take down this lead poke, which is really great. And his Hitmontop is fainted, and he goes into his Registeel. And I'm predicting Stealth Rocks, and I was hoping he would be stupid and go for the T-Wave, but he doesn't. And I go for the EQ, and that looks like it's gonna be a 2-hit KO, and he goes for an EQ. I don't know why he didn't go for the Explosion, since the Explosion would have killed me. And yeah, maybe he doesn't have Explosion, but most Registeels carry Explosion, Stealth Rocks, Iron Head, Thunder Wave. But this one doesn't, I guess, and I will take down this Registeel. And now he goes into a Feraligatr, and I can't do much to a Feraligatr. I'm predicting a Dragon Dance, but he goes for the Swords Dance, which is even better for him, because now his EQ will do more damage, since it's +2 attack instead of +1. But I will survive it and go for the Roar. I really should have went for the spin here and just leave my Blastoise as fodder, but yeah, that I don't, and that kind of sucks for me. And it drags in his Sceptile, and I'm predicting a Grass move, but he goes for the Focus Blast, which is resisted by the Venusaur, and it does a lot considering it's non-stab and resisted, so it's probably Specs, and his name is Spectacle, so it probably is Specs. And yeah, I sleep the incoming switch, and I go for the Sludge Bomb, predicting him to go back into a Sceptile, because that's... most people would do that, I think, but he doesn't. And yeah, he gets an Ice Punch off, and I go for the Leaf Storm just to kill him. And that really sucks, since my Venusaur is pretty much at low HP, and I won't be able to save him. And yeah, that one over prediction impacted this whole game, since if I had my Venusaur alive by the end of the match, it would have been better off for me. And I go for the Stone Edge here with my Dugtrio, and that will obviously take out the Moltres. He thought I was gonna over predict, but I don't. And now I just leave my Dugtrio's fodder just to see what he will use and lock himself into. And he does lock himself into Energy Ball, so I go into my Magmortar, and he only has 2 Pokemon left. His specs, what is it? Sceptile and his Lantern. And I go for the Fire Blast, and it misses, which sucks because I want to damage on it. I go into my Scyther as Death Fodder, and I go into my Absol just to get a Night Slash off, hoping for a crit, because a crit will 1-hit KO and non-crit will 2-hit KO. And he goes for the Confuse Ray, which really sucks, since a Surf wouldn't kill me there, and I would have been able to take this thing down, and then Sucker Punches Sceptile, and then go into my Magmortar and win. But I get the Confusion Hacks, and that takes me down, which absolutely sucks, because I knew I could live that. Now I go into my Magmortar, and that's my last poke. Go for the Focus Blast, and I miss, which sucks even more, since I think the Fire Blast and the Focus Blast would be able to take down this Lantern. Oh, I do have another poke, which is my Blastoise, but that won't survive a Thunderbolt or Discharge. So yeah, that's pretty much game. If I had my Venusaur here, I would have been able to take down this this Lantern. I would much rather have my Venusaur alive than my Blastoise alive. So yeah, good game. Rate, comment, subscribe, guys. Peace.